Deal time. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we look at some of the best games currently on sale on the Nintendo Switch eShop. I thought it'd be fun to look at some last minute eShop deals, just in case you're not into the Zelda thing and you want something else to play over the weekend. Because honestly, starting tomorrow, we'll be in full Tears of the Kingdom mode for the weekend. Now, just as usual, about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card. If you want to participate in that giveaway, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. Also, if ever you reach the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below the latest eShop Deals videos, because a lot of those deals are still running today and I just don't go over them 2 videos in a row. So now, with all that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into today's deals. Just remember, if you are liking the video, hit that like button. Now, our first great deal for today is going to be on Rayman Legends, the Definitive Edition, that is now 80% off $7.99 and will be running till May 16th. Now, this game is what we would call a 2.5D action platformer. And out of all the great franchises featuring this type of gameplay out there, I really do think the Rayman series is one of the majorly underrated ones. Basically, this game has everything you would expect from this class of game. Extremely responsive and fun controls, a movement system that is extremely satisfying, great visuals, and an awesome soundtrack. Not to mention a cast of colorful characters that give off an awesome personality. This game also has a ton of unlockables, something I really enjoy from my gaming experiences. Because although the main gameplay for Rayman Legends only consists of 6 levels, but that by the way can be played in various ways, you can actually unlock up to 40 extra levels from Rayman Origins. Now trust me, if you're into 2D action platforming and you've never tried a Rayman game, this one has to be definitely on the top of your list. And personally, I really wish Ubisoft would reinvigorate this franchise and give us a brand new release. And on top of it, if you're still on the fence, well guess what? There's a free downloadable demo on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Hey everyone, so today I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, Aura. Have you ever actually Googled your name and seen how much personal information actually comes up on public websites? I know I have before, and I've got to tell you, it's actually scary how easy it is to get access of a lot of your personal information. And what's even worse is that data brokers are basically making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and just anyone who wants access to your information, things like where you live. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your information and actually submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Data brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask them to. However, they make it extremely hard to do so. So why not let Aura handle it for you? And the best news of all is that right now you can try Aura for free for 2 weeks using my link. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't even see. It's really easy to set up. You don't have to download several different apps to get things like parental controls, an antivirus, a VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything at one affordable price. So you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off of your personal information, or you can go to the address that you currently see on screen, aura.com/maple, and start your 2-week free trial. The link is also available down below in the description of the video and the top pinned comment. So let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online so you can focus on other tasks, such as playing and picking up your favorite Nintendo Switch eShop deals. Now, our next entry for today is going to be Overcooked All You Can Eat. That is also at a brand new low of 60% off, $15.99, this one running till May 21st. Now this game is a cooperative multiplayer. And the best thing is that originally it was only couch co-op, but with Overcooked All You Can Eat, you get full online play for both editions of Overcooked. Because basically this is a bundle with a remastered version of the original Overcooked and a complete version of Overcooked 2, all the DLC included. On a personal note, this is still today my favorite multiplayer party game. And I played on a regular basis with my wife and kids, and we love going through the zany levels. And trust me, if you've never played this game before and you thought they were just normal cooking levels, well, you'd be totally wrong. I mean, eventually the levels will get so crazy that you'll have the lights turning off trying to cook in the dark, cooking on a moving train with moving platforms added to it, or even on a hot air balloon flying through the sky. And I think that overall here, what the best thing is that for $16, you get a bundle that will most likely offer you hundreds of hours of gameplay. The only thing I want to warn here is this is a game that is extremely hard to play alone. However, with the addition of online, as I pointed to earlier, you can generally find friends anywhere. But ultimately, this is another amazing pickup for this week. Now next on today's list, I had to find at least one Zelda related title, and that would be Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer. That is now 50% off, $12.49, and will be running till May 15th. Now this game is basically a rhythm-based roguelite dungeon crawler. And in reality, it's pretty much the exact concept behind Crypt of the Necrodancer that's been redone with a Zelda skin. However, not only that, all the music is also remixes of classic Zelda songs. Now, I've got to tell you, this is a truly great game, but there is quite a steep learning curve at the beginning, and ultimately the game always remains fairly challenging. But it's also extremely satisfying and a joy to play both on the visual and auditory side. Now, not everyone this week can drop $70 on the brand new Zelda title, so you know what, at $12.49, this one can maybe fill in the gap. Also, if you are really interested in this game, I would strongly recommend checking out the bundle with the season pass included that is also 50% off for $19.98. It is a little bit more expensive, but it'll cost you way less than picking up all the DLC separately. Lastly, this one also has a free downloadable demo if you want to give it a try before making up your mind. Now it's time to take a quick break and announce the winner of today's $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Matt, who said, "Played Inside a while ago and loved it a lot. Gonna look into Limbo, looks great as well." Well, Matt, I hope you looked into it. If you want just a little heads up, it's basically the prequel to Inside with simpler graphics and gameplay, however, just as satisfying. Now, all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now, if we jump straight back into our deals, our next great one for today is going to be Blossom Tales 2, The Minotaur Prince, that is now 30% off, $10.49, and will be running till May 16th. Now this game is basically a top-down action-adventure game. And yes, it's yet again another great Zelda alternative for this week. It's also a game I fully reviewed on the channel, and you can always check that out, I'll be linking it down below. But basically, this game is very closely emulating the style of the SNES or Game Boy Advanced Zelda games. But what I loved most about the second entry is it's distancing itself more and more from its inspiration. However, at the same time always honoring it with little hidden Easter eggs. Now definitely my favorite part of this game are the expertly crafted dungeons, which generally always offer you more than one path you can take to complete them. Meaning that in future playthroughs, you're not always getting the exact same experience, although you're playing through the same storyline. There's also an amazing overworld filled with secrets. And also, this game breaks the fourth wall on a regular basis, because ultimately, you're listening to a story being told by a grandfather to his grandchildren. And there's even at different moments of the story an option to choose where you're gonna go to next or what enemy you're going to face, which does result in minor changes to the gameplay. But yet again for this week, if you want a cheaper, retro Zelda-styled experience, Blossom Tales 2 can be an amazing pickup. Now our next game for today is going to be my pick of the week, and that is Shovel Knight King of Cards. That's at a brand new low of 70% off, $2.99, and this one will be running till May 16th. Now this game is a 2D action platformer, and the whole Shovel Knight series is pretty much among one of my favorite retro-style 2D action platformers of the whole system. Now, I do want to mention, if you already have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, this game's already included in it. And when the Treasure Trove goes heavily on sale, sometimes it's better to pick up all the games at once. But at this bargain bin low price, if you just want to try out the series, at $3, you definitely can't go wrong here. However, I do want to mention that each entry in the Shovel Knight series pretty much has a different protagonist that controls in a very different way. And the protagonist of this game here, which is King Knight, definitely has one of the most original control schemes. And it does take a little bit of time to get used to. However, when you do, you can pull off some great maneuvers. But once again here, this game has a little bit of everything. Extremely smooth and satisfying gameplay, great pixel art graphics, and an amazing soundtrack. Overall, for fans of retro action platformers, the whole Shovel Knight series is a must-have series. And definitely at 70% off, this one is a total steal. Now our next game for today is going to be Ark Survival Evolved. That's back to 50% off, $9.99, and will be running till May 17th. Now this game is an open world survival game, and you do have the option of either local or online play. Now the first thing I want to say about this game is do not look at the Metacritic score. The reason why is because late last year, the game was actually totally relaunched and remade from the ground up. I was also part of the relaunch campaign, and I do have a dedicated video if you want a lot more information and some comparisons with the original version. Once again, I'll be linking that down below. But the main thing you need to know is that number one, this has now become an extremely playable and satisfying game on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe not offering the best graphics of all the versions of this game, but offering a solid experience. Now, I will warn once again that this game does have a very steep learning curve at the beginning, because you're basically just dropped into a world and you have to figure out how to survive. However, it's also a game that you can pour hundreds of hours into and not even see everything you can do. On top of it, the base version of the game here is a great way to see if this is for you, and if it is, there's even expansion content with new areas to explore that are even more challenging. But overall, if you enjoy survival games that you can just get lost into for enormous amounts of time, at $10, this is now an excellent pickup. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with some other great games to consider picking up. So we're now at the end of today's video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up for this week. Also, most likely starting at 11 AM Eastern Time tomorrow, I'll be streaming Tears of the Kingdom. So if you want to check out the game with me, definitely come and join me on the channel. Now before we go, I definitely want to take a couple of seconds to thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated, and if ever you want to join them, the join button is right down below. And don't forget, on the way out, if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I'll see you in my next video.